Welcome everybody to tonight's Plumes of Hazard. I am MassBass09, and that was a tribute to Sean Thomas's new wood floors in his house. Welcome. Here, my co-host Fubaka is muted. I was waiting, and the Yanks for Schlongsled.
Cilantro everyone.
Cilantro farts.
Cilantro farts. Still funny. I don't know how many times we've used that joke, but it's still good. I don't know why.
All right.
Man, my desk is looking really crowded back there. Yikes. Oh, that shit on the desk.
I'm on a new old desk right now.
Oh. Lasty went away. He was so offended.
I didn't mute him. What the fuck?
He was so offended at the state of my desk that he had to leave. No, he's not actually going for good. I just didn't know he was going that quickly. He will be back very shortly. He has to relocate for reasons that will become more obvious shortly. Did you say your shit's reading a 0.07?
I think I figured out why.
Get a little shorty short happening somewhere.
I think I hadn't trimmed my leg. Oh, okay. I moved one of my legs out of the way that was touching, and now it's 0.09.
Yeah. 0.09. You still have some problems somewhere, son. Did you get the block on there right?
The block didn't move.
Yeah, it shouldn't have moved.
No, it's like nothing moved. It was just boop, boop.
Something is amiss. So welcome everybody. As you can tell, Fu is in the middle of rebuilding something new, which is exciting. Masty is on his way out to his remote location. He'll be back on here shortly, and I'm trying to finish up actually the day's work. It kind of ran long today at work, as it often does for me. But I'm glad to not be working now. It's good to have an evening off. I've been stuck at work for the last like 3 or 4 days, waiting for red tape. So my client is a large. They're probably Fortune 100. Actually, I need to go check.
I think I figured it out.
Oh yeah. It was short. What happened?
One of my legs is touching the side wall.
Because
I mounted him on the outside as opposed to the inside.
I
mean, I just have to push it in a little more, and I think I should be all right.
Right. So anyway, it's a really big company, and the DBA team that I'm working with, and DBAs, by the way, are very talented people. So this is in no way a hack on them, but they are often very stingy with access and sometimes a little difficult to work with.
You're like the nicest person ever.
Sometimes they're a big pain in the ass. And these guys are just very focused because they work at a large company and they're very focused on process and shit. So I've been stuck at work, for multiple days as a relatively expensive consultant because they won't just fucking create a view I need. It's like, here's the DDL, just run it. No.
But I'm creating an invoice right now, so if you want me to preemptively tack on another 8 hours, so be it.
That's fine with me. It's your deadlines that are going out, and you're still paying for it.
Speaking of deadline, I'm vaping on pissed. No, I'm not. I'm actually out of pissed right now.
Ew, that was bad.
That's terrible, right? I couldn't make it through that with a straight face. At all.
Got a little bit left here. I actually, that's some of my vape mail this last week, is I finally re-upped my abolishment. I haven't re-upped abolishment in a while, well, because I've been vaping the bejesus out of my scoring stuff. Juan Castillo, hello. First time, wait a minute.
Como S1.
First time checking out the plumes. And it's
Woo!
What?
A new person.
Yeah. Yeah. So looks like they've already started the Joshua Miller's already started the what he's vaping on thing. He's got a 0.07 in his dead rabbit. God bless, dude. Are you crazy?
Mm-hmm.
You're nuts. Would Mooch approve of that? Come on. Would Mooch approve?
It's like taking a picture with a guy your parents don't want you to date. Like, oh.
Yeah.
Would they approve?
That's a good thing. So GMAT just mentioned Dennis Michael. Yeah. He just said where he's from. That's a good thing to do. We should talk about where folks are from. Where are you guys from? Dennis is from SoCal.
Word. The average resistance out there, I heard, is 0.07. Yeah, Reeds.
Hey, there he is. Oh, there he goes.
Oh God, I'm fucking burned. You know, like the first burn you put in on your coils, and you're like, "Ew, my fingers are gross."
Yeah. I
have to go do.
Did I tell you when I was doing the port review, and it wasn't really a review. It was kind of like just a use it sailor, the Pegatech port.
You were a sailor?
Not that.
Yar.
Yar. I was talking to Peter, the guy who made the port, and he cleans all of his wire before he wraps it. And I have found that I don't get any residue off of the kidney puncher stuff. But in other wire, I have found if I take an alcohol pad, which I have around, I used to carry to the vape meets and stuff, which it looks like I need to re-up my supply up here. I seem to be up. Anyway, you know the little alcohol swabs, wipes things. I would take that and run it down the wire before I started wrapping, and I have had wire that came out like black, like nasty, just from that one. Just running it down there. It's good, pretty gross, and that would definitely lead to what you're just describing. That initial puff of.
Hey, let's not give too much away as to what this is.
Oh.
Actually, it reads the same as my other build. Actually, it's a little higher, so I think it's a full 5 instead of a 4.5.
But the leads are on either side, so it should be.
Welcome.
So my normal build depends. I don't know, because this 510 pin is a little varying, so it's like 0.52 to 0.54 on my NarCA, and then this one's reading at 0.56.
So
I might need to tighten some shit.
I have found that Addy sometimes does that, and I think it's because the leads are slightly longer. Your legs. Yeah.
Actually, Site Chat, can you put the chat link back up? So I can...
Oh yeah, sure, buddy. Masty, I did not give away what you're doing out there, Masty.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, we'll show it in a second.
Oh, is he chopping up mooch in there?
I'm like, what?
What's with the two receptacles?
Wait, am I what? Am I topping him off?
Chopping him up. I don't know if you want to do whatever you described. That's up to you. It's a free country.
Hello, Flitzy.
To who? To Mooch?
Yeah, I would say you're chopping him up. What's with the two receptacles over there?
There you go. There's chat. Oh, it's weird having only one monitor.
Yeah,
and a 1280 by 1024 monitor.
Oh, my younger brother's home from college, and he left his monitor up at school, and he's sitting there playing The Witcher 3 on my old 17-inch square monitor.
Foo, Flitzy just said, "Foo, there's some fuzz in your hair, and it's bugging me."
That's entirely possible.
There is.
It's right up on your.
It's from I was what's it called on the couch,
Now Flitzy leaves chat. He just comes in the chat to basically say, hey, you got fuzz on your hair, Foo.
It's my blanket that's on my couch. It's fuzz. Fuzz is like a motherfucker. I got it all out. Fuzz. I gotta go wash my hands because I'm awake. Fuck. Be right back.
Go ahead. Master, you know what that package is?
Say again?
You know what that package is right there?
What'd that be?
That's the that Steam link that I don't. Was it you or somebody else that posted that link like 2 or 3 months ago that it was on like crazy sale if you bought like a $5 game or something on Steam. You got the Steam link for free or something like that for shipping and handling.
Huh.
It's been sitting on my table for like 3 months.
I was gonna say, what the hell is it doing?
It's not doing shit.
Now, let's see if I can split the screens here so I can have chat on one and whoa.
Mm-hmm. What's the tool on the edge of your bench, right in that corner of your bench right there?
What is what?
It's got like looks like Makita blue.
Let's see. This?
Yep.
It's a flash drive.
Oh, it's a flash drive. All right, gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, flash forward. Is that where you put all your viruses?
This is where all the hacker tools go.
Okay.
Right in there, rubberized, condomized. Oh, look at the corrosion on that. Hang on, let's see. Focus.
Oh, let me click on you. Oh yeah, look at that. There's some schmoo on there. It goes.
That is humidity for you. It's been sitting out here for about a year.
That's nasty.
Oh, it's got some kind of coating on it. That's what it is. Interesting. No, so we're out on my garage today, and I have some Titan work that I am doing, and I figured, hey, why the hell? I got to get this shit done, and we got the show. So figured last time we were out in the garage, it was probably last year or the year before, or 2 years ago or 3 years ago. I don't even know. We've been doing this shit for so long, and I think I set my bench on fire with the NES controller setup. Yeah. So I got a bunch of fire extinguishers around now, just in case. And but anyway, so I'll let you guys talk for a second. I'll reposition the camera, and we can. I'll still be talking, but you'll be seeing my my engraving setup and stuff like that. So
Master was just talking about being in the garage, and that literally came to my head of him using the hammer.
Yeah.
And then I started laughing, and I tore my shadow in half.
Oh.
I broke my Wookiee.
Hey! Put it back in your hair. Put it in your hair.
Wait, let me see which side I have to use first. I'll put the other one in my hair. It is not cheap.
Drive Flitzy out of here.
Masty, Luke Snow just said the same thing I was thinking. He said he thought that bench was further away and that flash drive was something much bigger. I did too. I thought that was over by your door.
Yeah. It's like one of those where they set up the little cars, you know?
Yeah. It's like a perspective problem, yeah.
That's a 55-gallon drum.
Right. That's where I put the bodies.
Actually, here's wow, here is an oldie. This thing's been out here in my garage. Batteries are probably bloated to all hell, but look at this thing.
Hell yeah, little A-box.
This look familiar, Ahmed?
Poncho.
Almost like a poncho. Is
that Poncho's dad?
This is Poncho's dad. This was
Senor Poncho.
Before Ancho.
Masty Flissy just said, speaking of NES controllers, Masty still has my relic NES broken controller. And then
I do. And it is, I've encased it in acrylic, and it's going to be a very, very nice paperweight backlid also too. So I still remember Flitzy comes up and he's like, "It's when we first met," and he's like, "Yeah," he's like, "I got this NES controller that this person made, and it wasn't Joe Lit." And he's like, "It stopped working. Could you take a look at it?" I was like, "Sure," and I get back, I open it up, I'm like, "Oh damn."
That was then. We're getting married next week.
Why you got to tell my secrets, man? But yes, Flitzy, I still have it.
And he loves you very much.
Word. All right, I'm gonna switch the camera and be back in a second.
God.
What'd you do?
No, it's just an amazement. Just the ease of wicking. I don't have to fucking create detours in the airflow.
Snip, snip, tuck, done. Do leave the wicks short. Just touch the deck.
My deck.
Touch the deck.
Big, like filling up the deck and all that kind of thing.
No. fuck do I look like?
No, well, I've been messing with it recently.
I'm liking it because I do it the same way in my NARCA.
Right, but I've been changing things around to just try different things because everybody's been talking about filling the deck of these things with cotton.
Yeah, and then they start building cotton beds under like 1 millimeter coils again, right?
Right. So I tried that, and it made my NARCA, and my Phenom, the Haku, made them whistle like a bitch. Like it was
filling it
bad.
with cotton?
What?
Filling it with cotton?
Yeah. Yeah. I pulled that.
Less is more.
Yeah, exactly. I went back to the basics, right, and just cut it flush as it just touched the deck. Now it's fine. It was a freaking whistle before.
Oh,
unpleasant. Speaking of which, how close are you, Matt? Oh, he just took out his headphones.
And he's gone.
And he's gone. GMAT says Pancho's dad was El Guapo. Pretty sure.
There you go. Not El Guapo. It's El Ugly.
But that was his name in Three Amigos, right? Is that big ugly guy was named El Guapo?
Yeah.
But I think that was the joke. Oh, he's using. Josh is using. He's got a .07 in there, but he's got two 30 amp HB6s, I assume, in parallel. Gotcha. That's still hot as shit. Ahmed.
Hi.
Are you juicing? Nice. Because I was about to ask you what you're vaping on. But I was waiting.
Well. Oh, fuck. Where did my abolishment?
What'd you do? Did you lose your abolishment?
I think I brought my glass of water down and I left my bottle on my dining table. Oh, anyway, I mean, I do have enough in the bottle, and I can just push the force juice it.
Yeah,
I have a NarCA.
Oh, wow.
This is duh. Oh, some straight cotton that
I'm glad I had you clicked.
This is duh. This is brother K. But they still juice the same with the abolishment. It's on the limo.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm about to wait. I burn some off for good measure. You know, pouring a little bit of the 40 out.
For the homies, yeah.
R.I.P. Garthorlex. And then I
push. Oh.
All right, let's see.
Well, it's the mark of a NAR product.
I had to unmute myself for that laugh.
Yeah, it sounds like you got some adjustment to do. I have. I was working today with somebody that just got their CAN, and he was getting a similar whistle. So there's a few things to do to tweak that and make that go away, because that's.
I think I just need to push down my coil.
That's it. That's all, man. It's just for decoration.
So I have this little thing I can push down.
Is that a spudger?
Yes.
Nice.
The whistles go woo.
These things are great, by the way. I love these. I have like fucking 30 of them.
John Carlo just joined late. Apparently, he wants to know what's on top of your head.
Shalom.
This is what's left of my yarmulke.
Shalham.
Now this is for Flitz because you noticed a piece of fuzz in my hair earlier.
All right, I'm just gonna mute myself and get to work.
So is that the only thing you have running right now?
Okay, push it down a little. This is like we're making fine adjustments to your engine, then you try and turn it over, and then nothing happens. Like, oh, no.
There you go.
Tastes a little funny.
How bad is the noise in the background?
It's not too bad.
While I'm talking, yeah, I go and mute myself after I talk.
Oh.
Did you have something on your hands when you wicked?
No, I literally went upstairs and washed my hands. I mean, I grabbed my cotton off my desk and my scissors, but well, basically everything. Most of my vape shit's in the other room on another table because I got rid of my old desk over the weekend and put the new one on. So I was purposely not keeping any vape shit here because I liked it being clean and open for now. So everything's all over the place. And then there's my old desk drawer over there that I just took out. So I'm like, okay, I can keep this in here, but the desk has to go.
How was it? How was it to put the build on there?
It was seamless, dude. I mean, I figured out the NarCA at this point, and this is just like 30% easier, I'd say.
I'll give you that.
You can definitely build more cleanly. That was my thing with NarCA. It was very hard to build cleanly on it because of the fine adjustments I have to make after I mount my coil.
Yeah.
Luke Snow wants to see you, Massey, so I'm gonna click on you for a minute. Let the engraving go.
Sure, and let me see if I can zoom in a little bit here.
It's real crisp now that it's not moving too much.
Yeah. Well, I turned the resolution up. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna open up Anycam here. Actually, I'll do it with the camera software. Might be easier. Let's see, and the zoom.
But yeah, so the last time, we're focused on Masty.
Yeah, you can still talk. That's cool.
So the last time I got a NAR product, he was still doing tins, but as you know, he's switched to these little.
Yeah, little zipper cases.
That was neat. I like tins though; they're neat.
But he hasn't done a tin in a long time. It's been a while since you got one, I guess, huh?
Yeah, it's been a while. And the first thing I put the NarCA on, since it has a stainless cap, I put it on this thing. Actually, it looked pretty
there you
slick.
Go. It's a little bit. It's hard to get the lighting right, but you get the idea.
Ooh.
Yeah. What was that tube you just pulled up?
This is my old flagship V1, arcing piece of shit. It's a ball bearing switch, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming, like, once it started arcing on me, when I went down another 0.05, I put a 0.2 or 0.25 build on here, and it started arcing. I'm like, oh, someone used shit stainless in the button.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, I love this thing so much while I was working. Then,
oh man, I don't have my sound effect for Mooch.
Apparently, I think it was Micah had a V1. He said the copper one didn't arc. Like, of course, the material I don't like.
Fair enough. So yeah, that's definitely the thing. Have you got anything else running tonight, Fu?
I'm gonna vape this for the rest of the night, break in my cotton, and do a flavor comparison. I actually ohmed out to around the same now. I'm reading a 0.53.
I'm jealous that you got to build it. I didn't get a chance to build it yet.
I wanted to build it early, and then like in T-minus half an hour to showtime, I finally had some time at my desk, and I'm like, all right, do it. So on short notice, it wasn't too bad a build.
And so just everybody knows, I was Sean and I were just pinged on Facebook 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it was Nareg, and he said, he said, I feel really bad that I sent the two of you CAs, and Mast and Fu are great dudes, and I really want them to have a CA. Just give me their addresses. And I was like, sure, here you go. So I gave my addresses. Equal
opportunity plumeros.
That's right. So anyway, so thank you to Nareg.
Yes.
He's a very
that was very nice. I sent him a message too.
Check some messages. Well, that's okay.
I sent them a picture. I was like, oh, what is this?
Yeah, I told my brother before I left the house, I'm like, I have something important coming today. You text me when it arrives.
What?
Because it was actually supposed to be here on Saturday, but for those of you in the Northeast, kind of got fucked with snow this past week.
Yeah, I'd say.
But you know what? It's going to be 50 degrees at the last 2 days of this week, so melty, melty, melty. Actually, it hailed a little bit today and everything froze over, so I have to put some salt out after this show.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That salt is no fun.
I've been I've managed to abstain using salt for the last 3 snows because it wasn't too substantial. Even this one, because it's been so cold that nothing. It hasn't been cold. It hasn't been warm enough for anything to freeze and then melt and then refreeze. So
Yeah.
yeah, I hate fucking salt. I hate having to clean it up. Fucking hate it. I hate them.
I actually had to do that to my driveway. We had one of those kind of things where it was like 30 degrees and raining, and then just froze.
Your driveway has got to be no joke with when it freezes.
Oh,
that's right.
Can you even get up it? Like when it's, I mean,
not if it's a sheet of ice. No, that thing.
Yeah, dude, it's way too steep. It's crazy steep. You know, normal pavement.
No, you know how you get up your driveway, Angst, and you get your steel toes and you kick into the ice.
Yeah,
make yourself little footholds. Like,
yeah, I go up my lawn is what I do, and it's that slick. I have to go.
Oh, and the lawn can be iced over too.
Yeah,
you see,
you kick into the lawn.
you see Angsty hanging there like what's his name in Cliffhanger? No!
Didn't you send me a Snapchat of you making a snow angel the other week?
Who, Angsty
that was
did?
Awesome. Yeah.
Nice.
No, I didn't send you that. That must have been something else.
Somebody else living on that road.
Oh, you're right. It was the other sleeveless one. It was Sean Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Didn't do my thing. So I this week I've mostly been vaping on the Gloom now that we're back. And I've got something on top that we can talk about a little bit later, but it is a Haku. But you'll notice against my black shirt, you can't even see it. Oh,
darkness is.
And then also my this is a Gloom by Limelight. It's an unregulated MOSFET mod. Inside is rail cracker, and of course an Omen tip on top to highlight the whiteness. They have another freehand here, the not Gloom. This is the walnut version, and on top of here I have a NarCA, and I should do this, and then and an Omen tip on top. Inside of here is abolishment, and I've been vaping. Finally, been squonking abolishment so much this last week. I went to go take a drag out of my build box, which is historically my abolishment machine, and the wick had gone bad. It tasted kind of like tasted kind of shitty. So there it is. I've literally just been vaping these two.
I always felt like how long have you been able to leave your, like, if you have your billet box and you've set it down, what's the longest you've set it down for, like days wise, that the juice has still been okay on the wick? Like 2 or 3. It needs to be running through it, otherwise it tastes like shit. Yeah, but it's like that for any tank to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I guess I'm.
At the end of the day, it's still wick sitting in juice, you know. Yeah,
that's true.
It stops. Yeah, I mean that capillary action stops working. I think because it doesn't taste right anyway, and then it doesn't seem like it feeds right. Like it's not doing the cycle right. It's not flowing.
Yeah. All right, cycles and flows.
Cycles and flows.
Synergy.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Back to something that I meant to say a minute ago. Giancarlo.
Yeah, he's asking about it.
If we had ever tried the AirLab RBA. I have not personally, and I don't even know if I know what that is. I don't know if I've seen that.
Word up to Brandon. He's saying he loves seeing his Titans being made.
Giancarlo, you want to link one of us on the Facebooks?
Yeah, we can look at it.
Yeah, link me.
Oh, Josh Z. He's feeling crazy today. He's got a quad stack triple X mod Sanyo NCR 2700 OG Goon 0.9 dual nickel nichrome 90 aliens and 1 lemon holly crap. That sounds awful. That doesn't sound like a good vape to me. Like how I vape.
That sounds like you took a lemon, put it on the stove, and vaped it.
That sounds like an overcomplicated ice cream sundae. Even the ice cream man agrees.
That does say. It just sounds like hot unpleasantness. I like lemon flavor stuff, and I've always there's been 2 or 3 guys that have made a lemon or lemonade style e-liquid that I like the way it tastes, but it rips my throat apart. Like there's something about lemon flavoring that really does not agree with me, which is too bad because I like it.
We do Instagram though, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
We chat on that every so often. Lemon Cloud Rat.
Mm-hmm. Lemon
That's a good
crab.
one.
It's nice. It's nice.
It's one of the few smooth lemons I've had. It's like a very it's like it's supposed to be like a sweet bakery lemon. You know, you get like one of those Entenmann's lemon cakes.
Yeah.
Like that. It's one of my few lemons that I like. What was that? Was it Alligator Alley from Stash? That lemonade he makes, the passion fruit lemonade? I think that's the name of Alligator Alley. I was very fond
Something
of
like that. But all of them. Back in the day, what was it the Cloudy Kitchen? No. What was the dude out in Colorado that sold all of his shit in like drams? Like he had what was his name?
Anxie, I just put a picture in chat in Slack. Can you show it? Somebody, I think Luke was asking what colors are going to be this run, and there's a bunch of colors up, and then there's another picture of colors. Rainbow.
Oh shit! Yeah, hold on. I'll get that somewhere where you can share it, and we'll open this up. And
got some C3. Yeah, they look like C3PO on the inside. The gold boxes.
Paste and go. Oh yeah! Look at that. All right, so now we need to share screen. All right, there you go.
Ooh, look at it, so pretty.
Look at all them colors. Oh, dude, is that like a charcoaly kind of gray? That looked cool.
Yeah, it's gunmetal.
Look at that.
Yep, it's a gray gunmetal.
Normal Schwartz, and we got gunmetal, and then some shiny gold, and I like that matte red. That looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Purple. What's the one on the far end there? Is it like a dark green?
Yeah, it's dark green.
Right on.
Yep.
Right
on. Fuck. Dude, I have nothing with me tonight. My phone's on the couch charging. God damn it. Go get it. Like it PMs me on Instagram like I tell them to. I'm like, oh, my phone's not even here. Meh. Oh wait, can I check PMs if I sign in on the things on the desktop?
Should be able to. Yeah, when I ran out here, I had to message the link on Facebook because I didn't have Slack out here on this machine.
Oh, I can't slide into my own DMs on desktop.
This is probably one of the worst things you could be doing is running Hangouts, running YouTube chat, running Manicam, and running my mill at the same time on the same machine.
All right,
if you see this shit go, wow,
if you end up buying a Turton, then
that's what happened to the Titan, the one that says TIT. Shit just shut down. My machine is literally breathing fire out the back right now.
Oh boy. Oh yeah. So we were talking about the salt. So we did have an ice storm when my folks were out visiting a couple of weeks ago, and I did have to salt my driveway. And right now it's all about back to melting because we're back up to like 40s and 50s. And, and there's just white streaks going down my driveway. I need to go clean that out.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Dude, down here we went from like, mornings in like the 30s and 40s to you're 70 something degrees.
Yeah.
You wonder, that freaking shift is just ridiculous. There was an article that put out that the paper put out about why it feels so much colder in Florida with the humidity and the dew point and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's pretty neat, and like how when you're up north, how long it takes like 4 to 5 days for your body to acclimate to the cold weather. And when you have mornings that are in the 30s, and then you have another morning that you're in 70s, and then by the end of the week it's 80s, and then it drops down again to 40s, and you get all discombobulated. Maybe that's why we have Florida, man. All the crazy shit.
Mm-hmm. It's maybe I don't buy 4 or 5 days it takes to get used to it. We moved up there and it took us.
I think it might have been 3 or 4 days. I saw the article not too long ago, like a few days ago.
No, I'm saying it's the other way around. Like it took my family a good year to adapt to Minnesota temperatures. It's fucking cold up there, man. They don't fuck around.
Okay. So
yeah, they're the ones that hit like -40 a couple days ago.
I'm sure. They do not screw around. When it's clear in the winter up there, when there's no clouds and there's usually clouds. But when there's no clouds, those days get so cold.
Yeah, that's fuck you cold.
Yeah, like fuck you cold. And I'm a guy I'm a fan of the cold. I like cold. I would much rather be cold than hot because I can warm up a lot easier than I can cool down as a non-small individual.
Man's not hot.
Man's not hot.
Jacket on.
No, I agree. I found when we were in DC, I found what my threshold was of, all right, I can be briskly walking and I'm not sweating. And it was about 30 degrees. So it has to be about 30 degrees with a wind outside for me to be, comfortable.
Yeah.
My wife was like, you're nuts.
She got like 37 layers on, like mine.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah.
She could barely see.
Wait, look like the kid from Christmas Story, right?
I tell you what, though, that one day that we were there where the temperature dropped down and it was like in the 20s when we were up there, and it had rain, so it was humid. It felt like the cold down here, and man, that wind started whipping in downtown. Woo!
Fuck. Ace said it was negative 91 in New Hampshire over the weekend. What?
Oh yeah, I
Holy
heard about
shit.
that. I heard about that actually. The wind was so absurd. The wind chill got down to negative 91.
Oh, I have seen that, Addy. Hold on, who's got it up?
Yeah, I'm actually browsing their Facebook page right now and seeing if I can get some more definitive pictures.
Yeah, it's an unusual look. They've got
This is the deck.
yeah. I think one of the group buy groups in Facebook had that up.
Neat little thing. It's got like that NarCA type protruding with the BF pin. That's neat.
Yeah,
Ultem block. Interesting.
it isn't interesting. Are both terminals insulated? What the fuck is that?
I think it's more so for heat.
Yeah, but where do you mount your coil? I assume that's the terminals, right?
Yeah.
Why are they both insulated? That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. She didn't say it.
No, wait, that's a KO Nashi RDA.
Oh fuck! What's wrong with me? Yeah, Blake.
Yeah, it's that one. So the KO Nashi was the one I was talking about that I just saw a group buy for. But that other one, that guy, I've seen it. I feel like I saw one in Squonker's Paradise a while back. I've not had one.
I was trying to find a deck picture in the. Hey, they Google Hangout. These are caps.
Rick Carr just caught us sharing two different addies accidentally.
Yep.
Masty, William does not buy the fact that that Florida man is caused by varying weather. He said, varying temperatures made that dude rape an alligator. Yeah.
So if you see here.
Yeah. I mean, how else do you explain it? Bath salts?
Yeah,
here.
bombogenesis. That was the problem.
So this is a picture of the deck, and it's built with mesh.
What?
It looks like a piece of poo just kind of bent around.
It does. That's disgusting.
Or that, or he murked Gumby and used his arm to wick his addy.
That looks pretty gnarly.
Mesh people are so weird.
They're like CrossFitters of vapors. But yeah, but I mean, from what I see of that deck, it is interesting.
Yeah, it looks like it got like the ramps of a hobo and the terminals of a
Haku.
They should call it the Frankenstein.
no, the top, that top mounted screw looks like the fucking shit. What the hell was that thing called?
To me, given the inner diameter of the deck and the outer diameter, this looks like a 24 millimeter. Is this a 24 millimeter? I think it looks like a 24 millimeter.
It does look like a 24 millimeter. You're right.
That could be interesting if it has all the features I like.
Considering the top cap goes on the inside of those the airflow thingies. Interesting.
Cool. Yeah, it's an interesting design. It's got the top cap. It almost looks like a almost looks like the Odin morphing in, like connected to another Addy. It's like a similar looking like Odin top cap almost.
Mm.
Fucking John Mullen, look at that. Temperature does determine the gender of the alligator eggs.
It does. It does. He's right. So I just realized that we're like 50 minutes into the show. We haven't talked about anything yet, except for bullshit.
Hey, we're talking vaping, dude.
That's true. We are kind of talking.
We're a vaping vape show.
Yeah, and we talked about the NarCA a little bit, which is good. And on that note, I do want to mention this. So, Fu and Masty got NarCAs, and what Sean and I got is a new top cap in the mail as a present from Nareg. So that, even though it's not the normal NarCA style, which is the slam cap style, like a D's, he made a couple different ones. And these things, to me, I don't like slam caps, and I was willing to deal with it with the NarCA just because the NarCA is performing really well. But it makes normal drip tips look goofy, and I much prefer a flat top. So he's got this guy, which I think looks really interesting. I really, really dig it. I much prefer it than over a slam cap, which is awesome. So this just came in today, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
So speaking of the old controller,
is that Flitzy's?
No, this is mine.
I was about to say the one on the end. That's yours. Yeah.
I was to say it doesn't have glitter and pink on it. It can't be Flitzy.
Yeah, this is my my version of the Jolit controller with the voltage read on the bottom, and here's another oldie. Remember this?
Yeah, there's not the SX Mini extension tube.
Yep. This was
the motorcycle tube, right?
That's stuck out at the bottom that you could just grab like this. And this one's even cooler. Remember this sucker?
Oh, hell yeah.
The Griffin.
The Griffin. God, we haven't talked about that in a long time. I gifted mine.
Yeah.
I think to somebody.
I traded mine.
Yeah.
Was it to Nick?
Yeah, I think Wet Shrek had it.
Wet Shrek had somebody's, and I don't remember who ended up with it. I feel like I said Nick.
I think it was yours. It was either yours or Sean's.
This thing was ahead of its time, that's for sure.
Sure was. Unfortunately, not when he released it.
No.
He designed it. When we got those, well ahead of its time. But then
the IPV was already out when that came out.
Yeah, the China cut out real quick by the time you could get it out.
Yeah, but the features were still good though.
Oh yeah,
super good. I thought we joked about naming the show Cap Day or something because not only did I get the NarCA cap, which I really quite enjoy, I also got a piece of mail from Mr. Steven in Oz. And this is the new thing that he's selling. It's an accessory to the Haku Phenom and Cruiser, and he's calling it the Haku Ultem. And as you can guess from part of that name, it's the part is metal, but you will notice that we have an airflow hole.
Oh snap!
And on the other side, we've got nothing. Oh, wait, I'm gonna click on myself so you can see. So airflow hole, nothing. So it's a single hole stop cap for the Haku. And while I personally, all right, so I've been running the Haku, the Phenoms, like between half and a third or more closed, because it's a fair amount of air and more than I tend to like. So I usually have it turned way down, and while it works pretty well, it can be a little whooshy, but it works just fine. Now the airflow in this thing is great. It's like perfect wide open for me. It's like a pretty restricted lung. But the build that I currently have in my my Haku is quite hot. I used it's obviously on an unregulated mod, and it is with 26 gauge parallel, so it's a little warm, and it's a little too warm for the single hole. So I need to rebuild it to try it for that.
0.35 ish.
What?
It's like a 0.35, right?
Yeah, something like that. And so I tried it on here, and while the airflow is perfect for me, it's a little too warm. So I need to rebuild and go back up to my normal 0.4 with a thinner diameter coil, so that it works better. But the other thing that's coming in there, the other part of Multem, he's already run one list of like 250 of these things with a single airflow cap and a Piss Ultem cap, which I obviously find abhorrent and an affront against nature. But he is bringing out this, and this is something that I wasn't supposed to show until somebody else gave it away, and it was not me. It was not me. So the other guy that got to try this, where's the close-ups? There it is. The other guy that got to try this showed it off. So look at that. We've got a black Ultem top cap, which looks amazing on the Gloom. It looks so good. So I'm actually really, really pleased about this thing. It looks great. Now, as much as I love, and of course, the one that I'll just throw it on the ground. The one that came off of there is my Christmas bell cap, which everybody knows I love the bell caps. But on the Gloom specifically, that looks really good. So if I move the Haku back to, like, for example, the wood one, I'll probably put the bell cap back on it. But when it's on the Gloom, that guy is on there. That finish is really cool. And it's something I think is really curly, and I'm actually not even sure if I'm going to be able to show it to you here. I'm going to try. I'm going to try to find it. It's actually branded, which I think is really cool. There it is. You see it right there? It says Haku. But it's so subtle. Like, you have to have it zoomed up this much and like be looking at it to find it. I love that personally, because there's a lot of addies out there that are, got the names stamped all over it, and it's just fucking, dragon, blazing, RDA, whatever. I hate that personally because I know what it is when I buy it, and I don't need to know what it is written on the outside because I don't care if anybody knows what I have. But if you're gonna brand something, it's cool, brand it, but just make it subtle. I think that's awesome. Like, you can't find it unless you want to look for it.
You have to cover it in G's, like in an avant-garde pattern, dude.
Like, when I went to go talk, when I was talking to him about it, because he had sent me a picture of the little Haku, and I was like, I can't find it. What did you brand this one? And he said he did. That picture was from yours. So I started looking, and I had a single e-liquidy fingerprint that happened to be on the side, probably when I pushed it down last time, and it was, I couldn't even see it. So I had to clean it up and see it on there. Anyway, I think that's really cool personally. If you're interested in one of these guys, the Multum packs, I believe they're $70, and plus some shipping and whatnot. But so $70, you get two top caps, one of which is a single airflow cap, and the other one is the other. Now, I asked him about splitting that up. So if there's somebody that doesn't want to buy two caps, some people maybe they don't want the single airflow cap, but they want the Ultem, the black Ultem one or whatever. And he said he'll try to figure it out. But he said between shipping and stuff from Australia, it might be kind of expensive for a single cap, which is why he doubled them up. So anyway, that's under discussion. But if you want one of those guys, all you got to do is go join the group. Like I said, he just did a list for it just recently. There's like 250 of them. So it's not one of those things that nobody can have one. Hashtag no, you can't have one. It's not one of those things you can just sign up and get one.
There are like thousands in the wild at this point, aren't there?
Oh yeah, yeah. He's moving them, which is great. I love to see it. Yeah, that's one of those things that some people really, I think, get off on saying, "Oh, I have this thing," and you can't get one. I don't like that. That sucks.
I love the handshakes where it's like, "This is my work rotation." Saying it's like 5 high-end squonkers. Like,
really? Right. Anyway, I love that about Steven and the fact that he's trying to get them out to everybody that wants one. I think that's cool. So Multum pack. I'm excited about the single airflow cap. I'm really looking forward to try that. But until then, this black Ultem one is pretty cool. Pretty cool, even though it's kind of a slam thing, which you know how I feel about the slam thing. Still, the black looks cool enough to where it's cool. And I do have that one, that old NarCA one that Nureg made.
Wish I had my my soundboard. Come on, now, and welcome to Japan.
I always think of Onyx. Slam.
Yeah, you posted that in the group today. I thought about that in a long time.
I think of
Let the angst be angst. Slam.
Squawk.
Lots of farts. But up.
Well said. How else will I know that Alliance Tech made the flame if it doesn't say Alliance Tech and 45-point type across the front?
Yeah, boy.
You have to just take it as God. What process is done in Australia? Luke Snow is asking. As of the last time I checked, all of the milling is still done by his father-in-law in Korea, and then sent to Australia. All the final QC and all that sort of stuff is done in Australia, packaging, and then shipping out. And usually, I think the way he's still doing it is he ships a large box to a single person in your country, at least in the US and the UK. And then they're parted out and sent from there. And they do that to make shipping cheaper for everybody, which is cool. Hope that answers your question.
Thanks. I got another picture incoming into chat if you want to share.
Fuck, Ace can get me a normal black Ultem for the Haku? What? I will not argue with that, sir, and I'll be happy to pay for it if you have one. No problem. But until then, this is still cool because that finish is perfect with the glue. It looks exactly like the Gloom. Master, you said you got another picture coming in on Slack?
Yeah.
I don't see it. Or is it coming?
It's not uploaded yet.
Jason Millsaps is asking if I ever tried the Insider. I did try the Insider. I bought one when I got my second built box a while back because I couldn't find an exo set. So I bought an Insider. The Insider is, I'm trying to think how to say this diplomatically because some of those guys do watch the show, and I like them, and I like the device itself. So the Insider is a very well built atomizer, but it has to be wicked just right, and it works fantastic. In fact, for Get Pissed, like for this, it might actually be better than the Exo set for this particular juice. Here's the problem. The problem with it is the worst part about the billet box, and regardless of atomizer, is the fact that your atomizer is submerged in your e-liquid, right? Which makes it a pain in the dick to rewick and rebuild. And I have found with the Insider, it needs to be built very, very precisely. And if it is, it works. It works great. If it's not, and you have to touch your wicks, then it's the whole getting it out of there and draining your tank and getting it out of there and wiping it off and then disassembling it and touching your wicks and making sure they're working right, and then putting it all back in there together. To me, the Exo set is the best thing about it is the fact that it's totally bulletproof. You throw the build in there, as long as all the holes are covered with wick, it's done. It works great every time. Never had a fail. Yeah. Ooh, Masty's got another PXR.
Yeah, he does.
You got to read the caption.
Yeah, hold on.
So I told Bob Busta that I was making Titans live on the show, and people were asking about the colors and all that. He didn't believe me, so I had to send him a picture. So I sent him that.
For those who don't know, Ballbusta is Eric the Saint from Titan Mods.
AKA the Whip Cracker, AKA owner of all the mods, AKA owner of every business, shirt business.
Well, that's
just every other kind of business.
Dude, I dropped my limo, just kind of fell off my wrist pad onto my keyboard, and it turned off my camera. It Control E'd.
Oh my god, that wire management though.
Yeah, look at that. This is what Masty's doing.
That's not bad though.
Look at that. Look at that face. Look at that eyebrow.
I know the eyebrow was the best.
That's awesome.
Bro, kudos to that NEC monitor though.
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
So let me finish this thought for the Insider. So that to me is the problem with the Insider. Is it when it's built right and wicked perfectly, it works really well. It's a very, very good atomizer. And one thing that's nice about it that some people might like is the airflow is easily adjustable with your finger and very finely adjustable, which is cool. What's to me not quite as optimal is it has to be built and gotten right. And if it's not right, then you're fucked and it just takes forever to jack with. So that's the problem. There's nothing wrong with it. Buy one if you can't find an Exo set. It's the second best atomizer, in my opinion, for the build box. Because for flavor, it's fantastic. It's a great atomizer. I don't know why they put out that tank, that normal RDA thing where you can slide an Insider in.
It's like, why don't you build a better deck?
Yeah.
A comment.
Yeah, that's
what came first, the Exo set or the tank?
I didn't understand that. I mean, I guess fine if you just happen to really love the Insider, that's fine. But now you have an RDA that's got this, or an RTA that's got the same problems as the billet box thing, which to me isn't optimal. I'd much rather have a Skyline or an Emotion from Squape or something, or K-Fun 5. Rather have any of those because you just take the deck out fiddle with your build and put it back in, no problem, as opposed to dealing with the whole inside of the thing. So,
Eric is in here as a coffee cake gaming.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right. He sure is. Jason Millsaps, the Exoset does not really do a proper mouth and lung. It'll function that way, but it's not great. If you want, do I still have one? I think I do. If you want a proper mouth to lung in the billet box, you probably need to go to the NX Cardo, and then you're in mesh land. But if you like mesh, it's a fantastic mouth to lung. Fantastic mouth to lung. And now, I don't remember doing the test on the Insider for mouth to lung. I don't remember how well that worked. The Exoset works fine if you like a loose mouth to lung. It's fine. And the Insider, I'm sure, is the same. I don't know if it like excels at it or not, but it would, because the airflow really is finely adjustable. So hopefully that helps. There's some built box Addy talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Do we have anything else? I think I have one more thing to talk about. If anybody else,
Yeah, I don't have any crucifixions this week. I was a little off course in my pooping this week on my phone. I wasn't active, actually. Back when I did crucifixions on the reg, I was like, that was my pooping activity. I was go on Instagram and find these juice bottles.
Yeah. Somebody posted the juices that you talked about last week. Somebody posted them in our group. Here's one thing that I saw this last week. Sharing my screen somewhere. Mr. James Sherlock shared this to UK Squonkers, which I find to be kind of interesting.
Baby.
Yeah, right?
Ooh, the wow.
So I don't know much about it other than the fact that it says Aspire on the side, which means the price is probably going to be pretty reasonable. But what I see is a freaking front squonker that's probably going to be pretty inexpensive with like pistol style, scales on the side.
Pistol style grip.
Which is, it doesn't look like a gun. Don't nobody freak out about that. It doesn't look like a pistol. I'm just saying that the plates look a lot.
When you drop it, don't drop it like you're emptying a clip.
Yeah. But I think this looks really nice, especially from Aspire. Come on.
Interesting.
I might be tempted to buy one of these just to look at it. That's pretty cool.
By and large, I haven't really given two shits about any of the mods. I mean, I've heard good things about their mods, more so like that.
It depends. Is that the only picture they got?
That's the only one that I have in here. I want
to see what the button looks like.
Yeah. So I mean,
James
said no details as of yet. So
and that bottle looks kind of thin.
And kind of tall.
It'll be at least a 6 mil is my bet.
Yeah, it definitely will. I don't know if it's going to take standard bottles.
Well, we know Bodily Gooch will be on it.
It's going to be a 30 mil Gorilla. But look, you got to slide the whole bottom off to get the bottle out.
Yep, and that's okay. I don't mind that. It's better than like tiny threaded nuts, which some people really don't like. Like these guys, some people really have a problem with those. I don't have a problem with
You're
that.
not a bitch.
Because I'm not a bitch. But some people don't like that. So there's that. So I don't mind sliding that thing on.
Flit says, big question if it would be mech or regulated. Most likely mech based on the size.
Based on that size, I'm assuming.
Parent size is most likely a mech.
Yeah. John Carlo, thanks for stopping by, buddy. I just saw he was signing off.
Thanks for the wreck on the Addy.
Let's see here. That's old. That's not it. That's old. I'm just doing a quick Google because I did not do this beforehand to see.
Oh, did I tell you that vaping abolishment with coffee hasn't bothered me in a long time?
Is that right?
Yeah. I mean, granted, I've been brewing different beans at home, but by and large, like, it doesn't bother me like it used to. Maybe my taste buds are like, stop being a bitch, just do it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't mind. I mean, when I make coffee, I don't mind drink it black. If I get an ice, I may put milk in it, but it's not bad.
Okay, I found some more stuff.
So I don't know if Mooch is in here, but wanted to give a congratulations to Mooch for his first YouTube video.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. He did a great job.
We'll have a link to that here in a second.
Here is the mod we're just talking about. And this is posted by Aspire on Planet of the Vapes.
Oh, nice.
And there's a bigger picture, the one we were just looking at a minute ago. It doesn't look like there's much information on there other than there's more colors. You can see some of the other colors.
Yeah.
You know, the black and with the blue scales and the silvery metally one with the black scales. Kind of nice. Kind of nice. I'm definitely older enough. Products.
Oh, that tank they have on their front page is also pretty interesting. I don't know. I actually forgot to talk about it last week.
Yeah.
It's like a top airflow, like vacuum styled tank they're trying to do. The coil's in the top. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, this guy here.
Yeah. Click it.
Actually, I clicked over here to see if there's something on their blog. Doesn't look like it.
Oh yeah, Chinese New Year's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So all of you who need to order shit on FastTech, you better do that in the next week or two.
Mm-hmm. 24 millimeter tank. There's a 2 mil TPD version and a 3.6 mil version. 24 millimeter though. Get it all.
Aren't our mods supposed to get smaller?
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't mind the Goon 24. I mean, for that kind of vaping.
Whoa.
Yes, that part specifically.
Radial coil. Look at that.
Right?
That's.
The resistance tells me that it's stainless.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, it might not be. It may just be Canthol.
Here's the link, Angsty, for that video too, if you wanted to.
So,
post it. I don't know if I can put it in.
Here's the problem that I get with it, though. This is gonna suffer from the same issue. Well, kind of actually the exact same issue. Remember we talked about those tanks that have that wafer that heats up and you kind of drape the cotton on the outside of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Same problem, right? You're gonna have like air trying to blow up. On your. It's not gonna be like hitting your coils. It's on the other side. I don't get it. I don't know how that would work or that great. It might work, sure. I don't know. Hey, look, it says Canthol. Oh wait, it's rated at this using Canthol AF wire.
Canthol as fuck wire.
It's Canthol as fuck. Yeah. Anyway, that's cool. Foo, hadn't seen that. I was just trying to find the other thing. Trying to find the new mod.
Oh, the one that looks like a Timex.
Oh, look, a protective cap. No, the squonker. Or what appears to be a squonker with that tank on top. So I assume that tank maybe is a squonker. And maybe we're just crazy.
And by the way, I've been enjoying these Varitube bottles still quite a bit. I mean, that's the only thing I've been using in my limo since I got them.
I agree. I actually have not pinged Perry about that yet. I've been meaning to talk to him about it. I do like them. They're a little tall in my freehand. I can get them in there though, so they do work.
You just have to cut your tubing shorter.
You have to cut the tubing really short, and that's fine. The only thing that is kind of a bummer to me is that the measurement ribbing things. You have to face those in the back, so I don't touch those. I don't like.
Yeah, the VT is usually facing out. Like in my limo, I thought it's nice because it's black. It's a black bottle, and you get the little matchy.
Right. I mean, it's hard to complain at the price point that they set at.
Oh yeah,
they're good bottles. They're really good bottles. All right.
Actually, did you see my link I put in chat?
No.
That's the link to Mooch's video on YouTube. The first,
thanks.
Mind your Maz.
Mind Your Maz by the Mooch. You can go in there and see him talk about stuff.
We had him on before.
The battery.
I'm not sure. I think we need to sign him up. All we got to do is get a hat folder, a hat compressor, and we should be good to go.
Just use a vise.
Yeah, there you go.
And
boom.
Dude, so when I talked to him about it, I told him that the video was great this last week when it came out. And I made a comment. I said, your hat game was on point.
Yeah.
He goes, man, I think I'm going to ditch my hat. I said, no. That's like your thing. Like,
yeah, how else will I know that he is a outdoorsy person? because he does rock climb.
Yes, he does.
Hat. That's how I know.
Yeah.
Plus, it's his thing. I mean, I can't imagine him without a hat.
That's right. Masty, he said wire transfers for the coming on the show fee.
Oh, true.
Yeah, it only does wire transfers.
It's like seeing Jerry Seinfeld without the mullet is weird these days. Like
Tree fitty.
Tree fitty?
Josh Miller asked if I've tried the Coil Master bottles. I have not. So here's the thing with Coil Masters. They do coil sets and coil jigs really well. And like these little ceramic rods.
Best thing they've ever made.
Yeah, no, they're fantastic. They do some of these things really well, but like their Addies, that's not so good. Ask William how much he likes his.
What was the name of the Addy they made?
What was that?
What was the name of the Addy they made? I forget. I remember him talking.
I was trying to remember it. All I remember is I haven't talked to him in a long time, but the gentleman that I've spoken to from Coil Master before, like when he sent those V2 kits, not that one, but I bought that one, but the V2 kits that he sent, it was months and months and months ago or whatever. I happened to be talking to him about something else, probably about these. I think I pinged him asking where I was going to be able to buy these. And he told me he's coming out with this Atomizer. And whatever the name was, and I can't remember the name of it was like within a letter or two from being menstruation. That's all I remember. And I saw it when it came up. He goes, "What do you think about this name?" And I went, "Oh, that's not a good name." he goes, "Oh no, we've already got like marketing materials printed up."
Menstrato. Oh God.
Mensuration. Man's got mensuration.
Menstrato, is that when blood starts dribbling out of my? Yeah.
It's when you drink Monsanto, you get menstruato.
Yeah.
You start peeing blood.
So I don't know what the hell's up with the name. I tried to help, but it was like,
so bad he didn't want to troll with it and put it on a $600 mod.
Wow. Yes, Duro, Coil Master they're all Chinese. That's where all that's coming from.
But the build kits are great.
Build kits are great.
They are. In fact, like the shit that Coil Master sent us, like I was using the V2 build kit up until they sent us the V4, V5, whatever this one is, the black, and they sent it with this.
Yeah.
My shit. Oh, like this is good stuff.
I think I've had 3 versions, and I think I bought 1 or 2 of them, and they sent one of them. All I know is they work great. They work great, and the ones that I bought were worth every penny of what I paid for them. With the one exception.
Next time they make an Addy, they might want to collab with someone.
This worked great for a while, but now the switch went weird, and so like now it does that. Like if you just touch the switch wrong, it comes.
You know what it is? Open that thing up. I bet it's like a broken solder joint, which you can fix with your brand new soldering.
I can't fix with my soldering kit. You're right. I probably should open it up.
The board's probably dead simple.
Yeah, there's probably not barely a board. It's probably a
capacitor.
Yeah, it's just probably a couple things that in line, like along the wire. Oh boy.
Here, I can send you this. You're gonna get a kick out of this. It's my Bronco starter with the P9.
Yeah.
Get 12 volt from the cigarette lighter and boop, boop. Listen to that clickiness.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, boy.
P9 for life.
Yo, you can actually hear the spring so much more pronounced when it's up on your microphone, because when you click it from a distance, you don't really hear it.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Josh said that they've got the Elfie and Marvin tanks, and they're pretty good. But yeah, the first Flying Saucer Addies were shit. But yeah, their bottles are really nice. Well, that's good to know. I may have to.
It doesn't surprise me that they'd make another good accessory like that.
Yeah,
no, I mean,
I think that's just what they do well, right? Is they make accessories really well. But it's good to know the other things.
Like Will Smith is a good actor, and he started rapping, and it was hit or miss. But hey, they have a better track record than Anakin with Addies. Actually, my Zenith is like that, dude. That's like my favorite thing to vape on while I'm watching TV now.
The which?
The Zenith.
Oh, the Zenith. Yeah.
Nice, like 16-watt vape.
Right, not obscuring your TV vision. Yeah, no, that's good.
No, I haven't vaped like that to fucking block out my TV in a long time. That's when I was doing something wrong.
Yeah, no, I would catch some shit from my wife if I was blacking the TV out.
It just like comes home from doing groceries or something, and there's just like your high ass ceilings is just filled with vapor, and it was like they're just smoking a bunch of cigars in there, talking about investments.
Dane Bentley just said about the Coil Master bottles. Aren't their bottles the exact same as the SJMY bottles? I don't know. I haven't seen them yet, but maybe that's a question for.
Are they real? Okay, the SJMY bottles are the ones that we got sent with the stiffy.
Vaping Panda just confirmed them. They are the SJMY bottles. So I have tried them, if that's the case. Because
they said that they're hard plastic.
Yeah. Yeah, they're silicone, but it isn't super soft. That's right. That's what the silk SJMYs that Al very kindly sent over with the stiffies had one of those in there, and they function fine. So if they're the same ones, then yes, I have had them, and they work perfectly fine.
I just like my bottles a little softer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I do like my silks a little bit better, and the Varatube ones are a little bit softer, and the ones that are soft as well are the Mod Maker ones, which are also inexpensive, especially if you happen to be on that side of the pond, because shipping won't kill you. Vaping Panda says the SJMY is making the bottles without labels and sending them to companies. Yeah, that makes sense. So they're white labeling stuff, right? That makes sense.
Oh, Lord. I forgot to put on the usually, because Monday Night Football is not happening anymore. For those who don't know, I usually have chat here on this monitor and the Monday Night Football on the other right next to it. But I forgot to put on the College National Championship game.
Yeah. So you weren't saying, "Oh my Lord," to the score because I'm not watching it right now.
Would you like to know the score?
No, I'm gonna go watch it in a minute.
All right.
Hey man, two SEC folks going. Let's go.
Yep. Anyway, oh, and yeah, my Buffalo Bills, I was very hyped about them making the playoffs last week, and it was one of the worst games I ever watched. It was 10-3. It was a really bad game. Really bad. They gave away the game. They weren't favored by any means to win, but they outplayed their opponent. They lost. And
yet the score did not reflect that case.
Butterfinger receivers and a quarterback who misses, minute 40 left, and you have a receiver open for a first down with daylight to hit the sideline.
Yeah. William is confirming that the officiating in that game was
officiating aside. The Bills had many opportunities to pick the ball off. Like I counted 3, but yeah, it was bad. But hey, the Bears got a new head coach today. Will, I don't know if you know that, but anyway, sports ball talk aside.
Sports ball,
because that's the hip thing to say if you don't care about sports.
That's right. Yeah.
Sports ball.
Oh, what's this? I got another home run touchdown. That's like 13 points, right? All right, everybody. Thank you very much for coming by. Thank you for allowing Masty to be working while we were.
Word up.
What?
I said word up.
Oh, I thought you said hold up. My bad. So yeah, everybody, thank you for coming by. We love it. We love doing this. We love seeing you guys. Thanks for interacting with us and leaving comments and hitting the bell. And no, don't bother with that shit. That's fine. We'll be doing this anyway. I watched a few videos today on YouTube. I went down
Is it even the bell anymore? Is it a bell?
I have no idea.
Like, subscribe, click on this. Oh, wait, what's our Patreon, Ahmed?
Well, it changes week to week. This week is
don't patronize me.
Yeah. Patreon.com/Foo Needs Cash Money / don't patronize me.
The reason I say that is the reason I make the joke is I went down the YouTube rabbit hole today at work. So I just kept clicking on stuff like related videos, and I got onto one like unboxing kind of guy, and like I swear to God, every other sentence was make sure to subscribe and click that bell. Like,
oh boy,
get off that thing.
Just unbox the thing already.
Speaking of which, make sure to like and subscribe.
All right, later, everybody. Peace out.
Peace.
Late.